channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new here, then welcome back. Make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on the bell button so you'll be notified anytime that I do post a new video. So for today's video, me and Danny are going to be... What?
No, like, not that I was looking at you in the camera, but it's still like kind of like awkward, like weird. So that's why I went to look at you like that.
Because as soon as I said me and Danny, you said...
Now, we rock here.
So we're gonna talk about the time that we almost got stuck in California. The second time we went, because we went the first time too, back in like March last year. So I'm talking about June when we went to see the Ace family, like that video, or that time period last year. So the beginning of that day, what was the plans for that day actually? Oh, we went to Venice Beach, but I feel like we did something before that though. Because usually we did something in the morning, unless we were just lazy and just sat there.
Honestly, I do not recall. The second time was more of a blur because I feel like it was centered. Oh, okay. It was like centered around the Ace family and of course my birthday, but it was like that was around the earthquakes.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact date. I think, okay, it was definitely before the earthquake happened.
Yeah, because the earthquakes were July 4th, 5th, and 6th.
It was towards the end, which was good.
Not really, because it was on my birthday.
Well, no, yeah.
Nah, I'm messing.
But it's better that it happened towards the end than the beginning. So.
Do you just want to speak on what we recalled?
Alright, so we could just talk about, alright, so we went to like Venice Beach, whatever. I remember that day, you had stuff in a plastic bag in the back room. Right? I think. Or no. I think it did, and then you had to go back and actual one, and then the lady didn't want to give you one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it was a weird guy, because it's kind of like, hey, I'm a paying customer. And it was like, she wasn't trying to give it to me, and I was like, can I pay for it? And she still was not trying to give it to me. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm never going to come back. But the funny thing is, I'm not even from there, so I literally was never going to come back.
Yeah. So that happened. Some guy was like trying to like talk to me while Danny was getting like another bag.
Oh, that was that same time.
That same day, and I was waiting for you in front of the bathroom after I changed. And I think you was about to change and you needed a bag so you could like put your clothes
Yeah.
in.
Oh, now I remember that day.
Yeah, the guy was like, oh, where are you from? I was like, New York. He was like, oh, like he was like surprised or whatever. Anyways, so then after that,
he was weird. He could be a character in Dexter's Laboratory. I'm just saying.
And I remember after that we walked towards where we left like the basketball court area.
Was that the day that we ate at that lobster place?
No, that was at Santa Monica the first time.
Oh, okay.
When I had that lobster thing.
So you guys would travel, so sometimes we kind of mix up trips.
So then, and I remember I was supposed to get a new lip ring. I remember that. And I remember you were on the phone. We were like, I was waiting for you to finish. You were on your phone with someone from like your job. He did door-to-door. He was mad.
Yeah, because people don't understand the thing of vacation off of work. They still want to contact you because, I don't know.
You should just block all the things.
Right? I'll block them just for those 72 hours. Wait, not 72. Whatever amount of hours are in 5 days.
And then I remember I was recording like these people like doing that street type of like dance. But this is before the Hollywood Walk of Fame though. We was over there and then we was walking and stuff.
Nah, I remember that.
Then we got into like an Uber and then we was going to the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
But do you want to get more into... Wait, so the dancing part that you're talking about, are you talking about the one that they was like street dancing and then like this guy on like drugs was like walking back and forth? Was it that one?
I think that was on the Walk of Fame, but I'm talking about...
Okay.
I'm looking at my story highlight. I'm talking about this right here. Hold on. Wait, bad stuff. Come on, I don't need my story highlight. So, it was this day. Oh no, but I recorded. You know, I'm thinking of my vlog. I have it in my old vlog. But basically, before the Hollywood Walk of Fame, there was people like playing like some type of like some Michael Jackson music and stuff. You were still on the phone when I was recording. But anyways, we got in the Uber or whatever, And then we went to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and then those guys were dancing weird, like popping their bones out.
So
and stuff.
basically, guys, so we went to the Walk of Fame, and if you guys are familiar with like New York City vibes, and you see how people like dance in the city, they pretty much was doing the same thing.
Like Times Square.
Yeah, the only thing is, if you know how New York City is known for like getting light, doing the shake and all that, they were doing like bone breaking. Now the hilarious thing about the bone breaking was that there was this guy, I don't know what he was on, but he decided to start walking back and forth while they was dancing. Like, he didn't just walk and continue, like, he decided to sit here and decide, hey, I'm gonna walk back and forth. So he walked to the forward to the spot where they finished, and back to the spot where they began, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. And so one of the dancers was like, get out the way, I'm gonna get physical with you. And then he walked away and came back. So that was hilarious. And that was right before the story that she wants to speak on.
So now we were about to go get food to this ramen or sushi spot. It was random, but it was a good spot though. So we go. I remember this. Okay, so we ordered ramen with like, I think, an egg in it, right?
Yes.
And I remember I was like, where's my egg? There's no egg in it. And then I remember I made you go back and
well, I don't know about making. I wanted to go.
Not made, like, go, but,
yeah.
You know. So you went back and they're like, oh, like, we didn't put it in there. I'm like, no, I don't see it. And then there was an egg in there. It was just all
they showed
at the
you.
bottom.
I remember that now.
It was all at the bottom. And I'm like, why would, usually when you get ramen, the egg is visible at the top. I don't know why it was at the bottom. So I had two in there.
The most awkward place.
Yeah. And then we eating, whatever, having a good time. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, I remember you was like you gasped, and then you was just like, where's my card? And then I'm eating. I'm like, oh, it's probably over there, or check your bag, or check your pocket, whatever. And you pretty much, like, flipped the fuck out. And
But I don't remember my reaction.
when I say card, I mean debit card.
Yes. So I don't remember, like, she kind of, like, knows my verbal reaction. But in my mind, I could say I was, like, very nervous because we're in California. And that's pretty much what I was using to eat, for activities, just to be able to be out there. And it was like, it's gone. So it's just like, we have 2 or 3 more days left. And I'm like, so what are we gonna do? And I was like really, really nervous. But I would like her, even though it kind of embarrasses me, I want her to tell you my reaction.
So I was like, all right, like, I'm gonna help you look for it. So we were sitting like on like this like balcony thing where you can see like the Walk of Fame, and then there was like a barrier, and then you can sit on the other side where there's like, it's like kind of like a little bar thing.
And we was like on the second floor, right?
We was on the second, yeah, all at the top. We was on the outer side because it just looked better. But anyways, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look around for you, and then we couldn't find it. I was like, oh, maybe check in there, maybe you left it. So he goes in, and he asks like one of the people that work there, like, oh, have you seen the card? And they say no. So I'm like, oh. And I already know, like, if he hears the word no, he's gonna flip out. So of course it was a no. Comes back, and then I'm like, it's fine, like, we can look for it. And then he was like, where's my car? He's like, how are we gonna go to Disneyland tomorrow? Like, where's my, like, I can't find my car.
It was like,
So, yeah, so he's like, where's my car? Shit. So I'm like, damn, like, I'm trying to help find my car, and he's tight. But I can't really get mad because it's like, I would be like, livid.
if you
Because,
guys,
like, I don't really like to say, like, all my business, but, like, as far as, like, the trip went, like, he took care majority of the trip, pretty much. So it's like, what are we gonna do? I mean, I had money, worst case scenario. So I'm just like, oh, like, it's okay. It's like, I can pay. And then you're like, we're on the other side of the country. How are we? Like, you were just like, how are we supposed to do this? And yeah. I think at that point, we were probably like a day or two in to our, like, vacation or whatever. We was out there for a week. This is probably the second, almost third day or something like that. Maybe third.
I think it's like the third day.
Yeah, and I was just like, so I'm still looking. You know, he's walking so far down this like hallway thing. It's like outdoor, indoor.
Yeah, I'm like walking towards like the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathrooms, and you're just like pacing, and I'm just like, he's not gonna find it, even though I wanted to be like positive about it. And then we're about to leave, and you had the only attitude with me, and I'm like, I didn't do nothing to you. I'm trying to help you. I understand why you're mad. So the best part about this is that you remembered your card number.
Yeah.
But before that happened, I remember I ordered the Lyft or the Uber back to the hotel, because at that point it's like,
we just need to make sure we got home
we
safe.
need to just go back. So, and I remember you called your mom.
Yeah, I was
She was going yours. She wasn't trying to help you.
But honestly, that's what one of the main reasons why I did lose it, because unfortunately somebody like me has a hard grasp wanting to purchase a wallet, so I finally got one. Finally.
And then the first time we went to Cali, he got like a big Michael Kors wallet, and honestly, first of all, that shit was too, like, for a man, like, I feel like men shouldn't really have big wallets. Like, what are you gonna do with a big wallet? Because now that I think about it, you know, constantly gotta dig in your bag, and it can't even fit in a regular crossbody. You gotta put it in a backpack.
But let me ask you a question. Whose idea was it for me to purchase it?
Me.
And
It was my idea to go into Michael Kors, but at the same time, I don't remember if I said to get the. Was there even small ones there? No.
Yeah. So, but I ended up getting a Gucci. Sorry.
No, it was a butterfly.
I ended up getting a Gucci wallet, just simple.
Recently.
Yeah, what's it called? Bifolder.
Oh, I don't know.
I forgot. But it's basically a regular wallet. But that was one of the main reasons why I lost it. But like you said, unfortunately, I didn't remember the numbers. So what I did was, I basically, from there on out, we were doing things like Uber Eats, things like DoorDash.
We was ordering, because he's so good at remembering his freaking. I can't really. It's weird when I put my card number into stuff when I buy things. I'll remember it, you know. But like, let's say someone took away my card, I'm not gonna remember my card number like he does. Like, he remembers everything. So.
I gotta get back to that. But yeah. So I do remember my card number. So I remember my card number, so I was able to do things like that. And because of Groupon and websites that are you're able to purchase tickets, I was able to do that. We were able to go to Disney World because I was able to purchase Disneyland, correct. I was able to purchase it on the website, so we were able to go there. And we ended the trip very well, but it was very nerve-wracking at that very moment because we had a couple of days left. And my most concern wasn't even the activities, it was just sitting here and saying, hey, how are we going to eat? Because if push comes to shove, you had to stay in the hotel. But our main concern was, how are we going to eat? I definitely did not want to eat. I definitely didn't want to be that person that got continental breakfast, bring it back up, and say, hey, we're doing breakfast for 3 meals, because that will not work out. I eat a lot. But, and she eats a lot too, it's just that she got fast metabolism.
Yeah. So like at that point, I was really shook though, because when it finally, like, I guess, how do I say it?
Dawned on you?
Yeah, like, it settled in, like, damn, like, what the fuck we gonna do for the next, like, 5 days or however, 4 days.
But one thing I can say is that when
by the way, the camera stops at like 16 minutes, so if I want to stop soon, and I'm gonna hit before you get back.
Alright, cool. So one thing that I can say when it comes to me and Shayna, and, you know, us being great friends, is that when a problem arises, we stop what we're doing and we actually game plan to find a solution.
Yeah.
So the sudden reaction is like, oh my goodness, no card. But it's like at a certain point you got to get over that and sit here and say, okay, cool, we have the problem. What are we going to do about it? And when we came to a solution.
Well, I remember what you did.
And I actually do remember what I did.
Yeah.
So what happened was, do you want me to say? So the thing that I did was I actually called on a fellow manager of mine, because there was actually a pay card for my job. I canceled the previous pay card that I lost, and I asked them for a new one, and they were able to give me the number and all the information on the pay card, and I was able to activate it. The pay card was in my parents' house, but I was able to use it while I was out there because I only used it for things on websites that allowed me to use it and be able to do activities.
Oh yeah, like we went to like the bouncy house thing.
We did that. I don't know what it called, but it was fun. Even though these guys there were like so hogging like the bounce stuff, so
it was like those trampoline things. We did other stuff too that I don't remember.
It was honestly, it was good. It was a bad situation turned good because of the fact that we've learned not to not to sit and worry stuff, not to sit and worry when situations happen, but to move forward and focus on the positive. Because trust me, if you're not that type of person and you wouldn't went through what we went through, you probably would have had a bad time. But we worked into a good time. Besides the earthquakes.
Oh yeah, but that's gonna be another video.
Yeah, that's another video.
And real quick, I remember, I think you had like called one of like, I don't know if it was like a friend of yours or like one of your coworkers, but it had to do with like the cards, like the.
Yeah, that's basically what I was saying. That's what I did.
Okay, yeah. I forgot how like what you guys did, but I know that helped.
No, it definitely helped because I got because I didn't want to leave the same card because if I left the same card, what if somebody would have found it and they would have been using it at the same time?
Yeah.
And then once they would have paid for it, it would have been hard to get my money back.
So basically, they had to activate another card for you.
Yes. So what happens is when you work at that job, they send pay cards to the office.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was I deactivated the current pay card. I asked one of my fellow managers to give me a new pay card. They gave me a new pay card. The only thing was it wasn't on me. It was in New York. So I was able to use the numbers, the expiration, the CVV number to be able to purchase things.
Yeah.
So the only thing I wasn't able to swipe in person. So certain activities that we wanted to do, we weren't able to do. But a lot of activities we were able to do.
Yeah, basically like reservation things.
Yeah, the reservation.
Oh, we went to, no, I'm thinking about the first time.
We went to Disneyland, we did the bounce house, and we pretty much ate in the rest of the thing. But because of DoorDash and Uber being so big right now, it pretty much catered to all the restaurants, so it was pretty good. We actually had a lot of good restaurants. We ate Jamaican food out there.
Oh yeah, the last day we had Jamaican food. Whose child is screaming?
So I think
I can actually see the people over there, and they have like a pool over there. But anyways, oh yeah, we had Jamaican food. We had I remember we had ceviche actually too. Remember, and then we had like those like.
Yeah, we did. We ate a lot.
What else we had? Did we have tacos?
Yeah, we definitely did have tacos, cause in California, the area is a lot of Central Americans and South Americans.
That's a really good way to say it, cause you know how.
Yeah. So what happens is that there's a lot of Spanish food, Mexican food.
Yeah, I guess like I heard that they're like known for like good tacos in California.
Yeah, so we definitely have to take advantage of it. If you guys are out there, definitely try out Salazar.
I forgot about that.
Salazar was the one with the French fries and the steak.
Yeah, the first time you went.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I have like a of it on my Instagram.
No, yeah, so that was pretty much the thing, right? But I was so glad, and I thank God that we were able to look and focus on the positives rather than harp on the negatives, because trust me, we probably would have fainted if we didn't.
Yeah, like I was low-key kind of like shook. I was like, damn. I mean, like I said though, I had money, so like if it really came down to it, we could have survived the rest of the week with the money I had. But then when I go back to New York, I wouldn't have had shit. So.
Nah, but we worked it out, thank God. One thing that I was glad about is that we didn't need to reach out to our parents.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah, they were looking at us like, hey, you guys decided to go on this trip. You guys were supposed to be responsible. And
handle it on your own.
Yeah. But thank God that we were able to handle it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much
our
time. Yeah, like we almost got stuck in California.
I was just like, the craziness is that we kind of almost got stuck the first time.
Oh yeah.
But thank God we didn't.
Wait, we can like say that real quick because it kind of correlates to this. So basically, it's like we get to the airport the first time, and I think you were trying to pay for your luggage, and something happened with his card. So then I paid for it, and then he was like, "Oh, we're going across the country. Like, how are we?" Because I remember they didn't take the money out yet for the hotel, did they? No, they didn't. So it was like, where are we gonna stay? I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, I have money. He was like, no, and I was like, all right. So all through TSA, you know, he's kind of like in his head about what the heck is gonna happen. And then I think you called your bank and they said that they froze your card or something like that. Yeah. Something stupid.
So what happened, guys, was that it declined. Not because I didn't have money. So I just want to let that be known. It was something along funniness with the card or whatever. So when I finally realized that it was missing, we're literally walking into the airplane. We're literally walking into the airplane. And his card don't work. And she's talking about, let's get on the airplane.
Yeah, because we'll miss our flight. Because think about this. All right. We wait, and then like the card works. Let's say seconds after the plane leaves. Now we got to wait for another flight, however long that is, and then be on the flight for like another almost 6 hours.
5-6 hours.
5-6 hours. Because right now I'm thinking like Las Vegas, but Las Vegas is actually shorter. So I'm just like, no, we're not having that. We're just gonna go and we're just gonna hope for the best.
And so we get on, and craziness is that while we in the air, or we're descending, they unfreeze the card.
Thanks to freaking Lord.
So I called them, they told me, and I'm like, it's me, my name is Daniel, I get my information, they verify it, and from there, everything went smoothly.
The whole trip.
It was the idea that we're on a voyage.
Yeah, like at all times, you want to freeze a car, and it was not early in the morning.
Yeah, it was just like really weird.
I got time for that. It's like we're going to Florida. Because not for nothing, if we was going to Florida, I feel like I would have been relaxed.
No, yeah, I have family out there.
But yeah, but we won't like literally the other end of the freaking United States. So
but she's a brave one. She's a brave soul because she wanted to go so bad because that was one of her dream locations. So I feel like she was so eager to get there that she didn't want nothing to stop her, even if that was.
No, yeah. What am I going to my family? Yeah, we can't go because Dave's card is being messed up. They're gonna look at me like I'm retarded. So I like to keep it silent before I really need to tell anybody anything.
And she wasn't with it. I was like, yo, we should stop and get off the line. She was like, nah, we're staying on the line.
We're going through TSA.
No, so basically the first 2 trips that we went on were amazing. They were truly amazing, great experiences. Had the time of my life. I hope she had the time of her life.
Oh yeah, I miss California so much.
Unfortunately, we had those 2 mishaps. Trust me, guys, we will be traveling a lot more, having a lot more fun. I know she wants to go to Greece.
Yeah, I want to go to Tulum.
Yeah, she wants to go to Mexico for all-inclusive. You know, Mexico, all you can eat, all you can drink, all your activities are included.
All you can drink.
Trust me, you're gonna see vlogs, and we're gonna have an amazing time.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? Gio actually just tagged me and grouped me. He was like, I blame Senior Rep Shayna for booking this trip. If she can take a 5-hour flight to Vegas, I'm taking a 2-hour flight to Puerto Rico. Dream trips at 66 flights.
$66
flights. Thank you, WV Vacation 109. Crazy.
See, not like these guys are just vacationing without me. Watch, when everything gets back, when I start vacationing, I'm gonna say when I start tripping, for people who know what that means, y'all gonna see. Who knows? We're definitely do a lot more collabs with this one, and we're gonna keep it rocking.
Yes. I really can't wait. I mean, I'm not really waiting for COVID to be over to travel because obviously I just went to Vegas. I don't really think it's ever gonna be over. Like for people, that's why when people say like, "Oh, I'm just waiting for it to be over," like, well, you're gonna be waiting forever because you know, it's always gonna be in the air. Like I'm the type of person where I'm not gonna let something control my life. That's just like the kind of person I am. So I'm still gonna travel. I may not, wild out. Like I probably won't travel again for like another who knows, maybe like 4 months.
I think that we don't know what's going on, right? But what I'll say is this: always better be safe than sorry.
I got bit on.
We want to just prepare ourselves for the best. Not, with everything going on, there is rules and regulations that are in place. So we just want to make sure that the greatest thing is that we don't want to get stuck in the location that we visit.
Oh yeah, that's something too.
That's, I think, it's not the idea that you gotta quarantine when you get back. Because technically a lot of us are quarantined. We've been quarantined, a lot of us since March 13th, March 14th, like me and Shayna. So the quarantine part is not the part that we worry
we've been doing
about.
That for like half a year.
The part is just like having a quarantine in another state that you may not have family. You gotta book a hotel, book a resort. So it's just
you're not mentally prepared for that, especially if you don't really have the money. Like even if you had a couple thousand or 10,000, whatever the case may be, eventually that's gonna run out. You don't know how long you're gonna be stuck out there. So
definitely we'll be booking a Motel 6. Nah, I'm joking, guys. But that was the time, and trust me, we have an amazing time. The scenery is dope right now. But amazing time, amazing vacation, and we're gonna do a lot more, right?
Yeah. I'm looking at this cat. You see that cat over there? That cat has been sitting on this freaking property for the past 2 days. Every time I walk Bella,
she always keeps cats. I don't know what's good. Like, she'll come to my house, right? 'Cause I live in the Bronx, guys. Uptown in the Bronx, very nice area. But for some reason, it's like cat playground. But like sometimes they're like in and out of the area, and she'll be like, "Oh, there's a cat behind the tree, behind the fence, right there."
Yeah, I'm like a cat.
And I'm like, how did you see that?
Yeah. This video is really long already, so it's like.
No, but you could just, cut it off. I think.
Yeah, I think I got it. But anyways, that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Also, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell button so you'll be notified anytime I do post a new video. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at therealshaynaa, and check out my eyelashes at shaynaahbond.com/shop. Link will be in the description, also right here. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
You won't regret.
Don't let daylight fall.